Well, President Obama isn't shying away from tax increases to stop budget deficits. Governors around the country are proving they don't have to raise taxes to trim their deficits.
And the success leaves clues in that area. Florida Governor Rick Scott is doing just that, joining us now from Tallahassee. Governor, are you showing, by your actions, are you showing the president there is another way?
Absolutely. We're taking our budget from $70 billion to $65. We're looking at how we spend every dollar. We're looking at the programs that work, the programs that don't work. We're streamlining government. On top of that, we're going to start phasing out our business tax. We have a low business tax, but we're going to reduce that, and we're going to reduce property taxes. You should be doing both. We've got to remember, we're competing with other countries, and if we have higher tax rates, people are going to move their businesses out of this country. I was in Panama the other day, and there's a lot of U.S. companies that move jobs down there because it's a better place to do business now. Regulation, taxes, things like that.
Charles Krauthammer agrees with you in part, though there is some concern, obviously, about the Bush tax cuts, and, of course, President Obama wants to let those expire and saying that we can't afford not to let those expire. What do you say?
We have got to reduce our taxes. We can't have, think about it, we can't have the highest corporate taxes, high personal tax rates, more regulation, trillion-dollar deficits, and expect people to build jobs in our country. My biggest issue in Florida is I have 1 million people, over 1 million people without a job. The way you build jobs is to get people to build their companies here. And the way you do that is make sure they can get a return on their investment. We like business people in our state, so I'm going to reduce their business tax. I'm going to reduce property taxes in this state. I'm going to reduce regulation that we don't need. We're going to make this the most business-friendly state in the world, in this country, and then the best place to do business in the world. We're going to get jobs in this place. We need to think that way nationally.
Right.
We are competing with people. Today they're willing to invest in Panama, Colombia, Brazil, India, China, Vietnam. We want those jobs here.
Right. And, Governor, with your success in the private industry, you come at it with not just a philosophy, but with a track record. But, Governor, I got to ask you about something else. Governor, sure. Congressman Ryan came forward and said, with Medicaid and Medicare, if we don't fix it, they're going to be bankrupt. One of the things he wants to do is give governors block grants to pay their Medicaid bills. Even if it's less money, do you believe that governors can do more with less if they had control over it?
Absolutely. I know what Floridians need. We want a health care safety net for the poor in our state. But I can spend the money better. There's way too many strings attached. So let me spend the money. I'll figure it out. If I don't do the right thing, I won't get reelected. So give me those dollars. I could even take less money and spend it way better. The same thing happened with welfare reform back in the 90s. Do the same thing. Give me a block grant. I'll take care of the poor in our state.
Well, some Republicans are getting a pushback, obviously, because they have seniors in their district, a large population of seniors in their district, and they're very hesitant. Many conservatives are even not signing on to the Paul Ryan plan for the Medicaid and these block grants. Can you sell that to the seniors, a very large senior population in Florida?
Well, what I'm responsible for is the health care safety net for the poor, the Medicaid program. And so in that program, I'm very comfortable that I can sell that to them because I know that if I spend the money better, I can create better access for them, I can save money for the state, and I can reduce the cost. Because we know what we need in our state, and I'm very comfortable we can do that. And we do it well, and it'll save money for the federal government. It's already 30% of my budget. And it's the fastest growing segment of my budget. So I can control my budget that way, make sure I have great health care for the poor, and it'll help the federal government.
So the states that have to balance their budget are making the tough decisions and getting appreciation for it. Your approval ratings are up, Governor Cuomo's are up, Governor Christie's as well. Governor Rick Scott, thanks so much for ending your week with us.
All right, thank you very much. Have a great day.
It's an example of why governor-elected presidents and very few senators get elected president.
Right, and it's a great thing to have on the top of your resume.